Die Augsburger Panther aktuell so erfolgreich wie seit Jahren nicht mehr, mit großen Schritten, und das dürfen wir als Fans schon mal sagen, glauben wir natürlich an die Playoffs. Und der ein oder andere wird sich denken, sag mal, was hat denn der Typ da für ein Trikot an? Das geht ja mal gar nicht, das ist ja Freiburg, die Freiburger Wölfe. Ja, warum habe ich das denn an? Ganz einfach, weil Jonathan Boutin dort in der letzten Saison gespielt hat und wir damit eine gleiche Vergangenheit haben. Ich durfte dort 7 Jahre lang als Stadionsprecher tätig sein, und deswegen habe ich mir heute gedacht, remembering the Freiburg Wolves for you, the jersey today.
Yeah, I liked it. I like it. I like Freiburg, so it's a nice jersey.
Of course. Und wir haben uns gedacht, es gibt ja so viele Trikotsammler. Dieses Trikot werden wir heute noch verlosen, und zwar ganz einfach, indem ihr uns eine Mail schreibt an panther@fantasy.de. Jonathan wird es unterschreiben, damit es auch noch ein bisschen Augsburg-Bezug hat. Und für alle die das DEL-Trikot der Freiburger Wölfe, es war ja nur eine Saison, haben möchten, sollten uns einfach das schicken. Die Unterschrift von Jonathan kommt natürlich mit drauf. Auch die Fans aus Freiburg, die jetzt vielleicht zuschauen im Internet, die können sich dafür bewerben, aber ich glaube, es wird ein Augsburger sein, der es gewinnt. So, Jonathan, welcome to Radio Fantasy.
Thank you.
Welcome to Augsburg, maybe. It's our first talk. The start in Augsburg was maybe difficult for you.
Well, it was special. Let's say it was special. I mean, I was expecting not everybody to be happy with the decision that they bring a second goalie. I just didn't think it was going to be such a big deal, but I think we handled it pretty well.
Okay, because the first games, you are new in the league, so you have to look what happens in this league. But everybody knows that you are in the second division, one of the best players. Is it difficult for a goalie to come over and say, what happens?
I mean, like, I tried to do my job. I know what I could do in the second league. I know I had to adjust to a lot of stuff in the first league. But if I keep working at it, I thought I could play in the league. I just had to prove to myself, and then by doing so, I'm proving to everybody else that I can play here.
And what's your impressions of the first month?
Hard. I mean, it was hard. It was more nerve-wracking than I thought. I tried not to put too much pressure on myself, but with all the stuff that happened in the summer, I think it was in the back of my head too, that I had to prove everybody. And once I stopped thinking that way and working on my stuff, I could see my game improving game by game by game. It took a little bit longer than I wanted to, but it's okay now.
You play right now 7 years in Germany.
Yeah.
And what's the difference between the German hockey against the Canadian US hockey? You played in the minor leagues.
I mean, back in the States, it's smaller ice. So right there, it's a big difference. It's more physical, like more hits. Everything's coming a little bit quicker because the ice is smaller. Here you have to be careful with the long pass, the breakaways, and there's more of that here. The 2-on-1, the guys have more time to make plays, and I think that was one of the biggest thing for a goalie. You have to be careful with the time. The guys have a little bit more time to make their plays compared to back home.
And now you get hurt, played, you get a puck on your chin, so it's a difficult season for you. You are not playing in a role.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like that happened. I wish it didn't happen because it felt I just came back from an injury. I played 3 games and then I stopped the puck with my face.
Yeah, it was a great save.
yeah. And then I was out again for 2 weeks. So now. Hopefully everything's okay for the rest of the season.
We as a fan can say we are happy to be in the playoffs 2016-2017. What the team said about the playoffs, is it a no-go in the locker room?
Well, it's not playoff yet, so we don't talk about the playoff. We talk about the next team we're going to play. So right now we're talking about Cologne because we're going to play against Cologne and Mannheim. I think that's the way we have to look at it. Look at who's in front of us. And when the season is over, then we can say, what's going on. There's a lot of games left, so we can't say we're playoff, we're first, we're second, we're third, because it changed fast.
But the 4th place is nearer than the place 12.
Yep. Well, I don't know where's the 12th. I don't care where the 12th is. What's important is, like I said, who's in front of us. And if we can catch the guys that are in front of us, then it's harder for the guys in the back to catch us. So that's the way I see it.
So you're a player, nobody knows you, but you always have a mask. You can go to the city and nobody says, Boots.
Yeah.
So this is good or not so good?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. Some people, they notice, but I'm not really a downtown kind of guy, so, you know.
Tell us about your private life if you want. So you have a wife, she's coming from the east side of Germany.
Yep.
You played in Weißwasser. This is a hard place to live and play. And then you travel to Freiburg, and now you're here in Augsburg. So you got some impressions of Germany.
I mean, Weißwasser, okay, the city, it's not the nicest city. It's pretty boring, but the fans are unbelievable. I have to give them that. Fans are unbelievable. They were really good. They were loud, they were crazy. There was one thing to do in Weißwasser was to watch hockey games, so the fans were always there. And then moved to Freiburg. Freiburg is a beautiful city. It was a big change for me. 5 years in Weißwasser to go to Freiburg, it was a big step. Old rink, nice fans. Like I said, Germany, the fans are crazy. It doesn't matter where you go, it's crazy. I love it. And then from Freiburg, we come here to Augsburg, and that's another step. I didn't start too good with the fans in the summer, but
but now they are gelling to you. That's cool. Yeah.
I said it at the beginning of the season. I'm going to play my way, and hopefully I'm going to be able to bring some of those on my side. And I think now it's starting. So.
We talked before the interview in my office, and you said one of your most important players of your life is Patrick Roy.
Yeah.
Why?
Just because how crazy he was. He was intense, you know, like he made a lot of mistakes, but he always bounced back from his mistakes. So I think he was really strong mentally, and he wasn't scared to say what he thought, and that was it.
And he was a fighter.
And he was a fighter.
Against Hasek? No, who's your most fighted goalie he had? With the old school mask. You remember?
In Detroit.
Detroit, yeah.
Yeah. No, I look like an idiot.
No, I looked like an idiot too. You know, but we know Detroit. He hated them.
Yeah, yeah.
And you are not a fighter.
I fought 3 times.
And you lose?
Once.
Oh, okay. Do we have a fighter in our team? A real fighter? A tough guy?
A tough guy. Well, I mean, we have a lot of big guys.
Yeah, of course.
There's some big guys. I mean, I could see Brady Lamb putting some people down. Trevor Parks, Valley, Tulsi is a monster too. So, I mean, we have a few guys, I think, that couldn't throw some punches.
Okay, but tough guys are dead.
I mean, in Germany, it's a little bit different compared to North America. You know, there's some tough guys, but there's no fighting, you know. I
ask why you are playing in a fighter league in Canada. It's called
LNAHL,
like something like this. Nobody knows what it is, but it's a fighter league.
Yeah, it's a goon league. I mean, usually they have 2 good lines, and the other 2 lines are just fighters. So you can watch about, I don't know, 10, 15 fights a game, every game.
But if the game is boring, you know what happens.
Yeah, there's a good fight.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
So if you have 3 wishes, what kind of wishes you have? It's free. I'm here, and I said 3 wishes for your life.
For my life, keep me healthy. I want to play until I'm 40, and I would like to play in Freiburg until I'm Augsburg until I'm
Freiburg, or maybe Augsburg too.
Yeah, we were talking about Freiburg earlier, and I see
okay, I'm sorry, I have to do that like this because you see Freiburg the whole time. You think, I'm Freiburg. Okay.
Yeah. And get me a contract for 10 years in Augsburg would be nice.
Okay, we can talk with the management. It's no problem. Maybe. What do you want to do after your pro seasons?
I really want to be a goalie coach. Goalie coach. I have goalie schools.
For the pro teams, or maybe for the younger.
I would like for sure for the pro team to be a goalie coach for the pro team, and maybe a goalie school for the young guys so they can become pro. Yeah.
I saw Turtzy doing a lot of stuff for the cool kids. They're playing hockey. You're coming to 12 years to hockey. It's too late normally.
As a goalie, no, it's not too late. I was a late bloomer. I was a forward and a D. Then my dad asked me if I want to try to be a goalie because a goalie was injured, and I said, yeah, sure, and it worked out. So,
but it's much easier to play hockey in Canada because on every field you have an ice.
Yeah, well, we had ice at my own place in my backyard. I had ice during winter. So.
Okay, and your parents, your father asked you to be a goaltender?
Asked me if I wanted to be a goal. I don't think he wanted me to be a goaltender, but if I wanted to be, because our goalie quit, so we had no more goalie in our team, and my dad was a coach.
Okay.
So.
What do you say, parents, if the kid says, "I want to be a goaltender like Boots"? Don't do that. It's expensive.
Save some money.
Save some money.
Yeah.
Ja. So, also liebe Mütter und Väter, wollte euer Kind tatsächlich Eishockeyspieler werden und er äußert den Gedanken, Goaltender zu werden, also Torhüter, dann spart viel Geld. Last question. What do you think? Next 5 years in your life, what happens?
Hopefully I'm here for 5 years. I mean, my wife, my whole family, we like it here. I like it here. And I want to try to play here as long as possible. So hopefully in 5 years we can ask me that question again. I can say, well, I've been here like I wanted to.
Okay, we hope that you stay a long time here in Augsburg with a special start and maybe with a special end, never ending.
Yeah.
So we are happy to have you here. Now you have to sign the jersey. Nicht vergessen, ihr könnt dieses Trikot gewinnen, indem ihr jetzt einfach eine E-Mail schreibt an panther@fantasy.de. Viel Spaß beim Schreiben, warum ausgerechnet ihr dieses Trikot haben solltet. Es ist wirklich ein Unikat. Es ist, ja gut, kein Spieler von Booth kann es nicht sein. Er hat zu der Zeit noch nicht dort gespielt. Aber ihr könnt es haben mit der Unterschrift von Booth. Also das verbindet Freiburg und Augsburg ein bisschen. Vielen Dank. Thank you very much for being here. Have a great rest season and we hope for the playoffs and maybe the championships. Oh no, I don't have to say that.
Thanks.